So this video you want to start by thanking Nirmala Sitharaman. Because of her great policies, you're able to get such great benefits that you'll be seeing in this video, which is actually not really benefits, but something that you're going to almost cry about when you see what kind of direction the entire Indian government is heading in. You see that the TCS, which is the tax collected at source, has been raised from 5% to 20%, and previously used to have a threshold. You used to have a threshold of 7 lakhs, and that, okay, you transfer the money to euros, US dollars, whatever, and you're not going to be taxed. But after 1st July, this is going to completely go away. And I want to summarize this in the video, what are exactly the rules and what kind of things you have to watch out for. So as you see here on the screen, this has been put on foreign remittance and it will be increased from 5% to 20%. It has already been increased in the budget, but it's going to now be applicable from 1st July. And previously it was not a problem at all as long as you were sending money which was below 7 lakh Indian rupees in a financial year, but this is no longer going to be the case. And this is going to be actually a little bit worse for the people who are actually going towards countries which are not having any kind of tuition fee whatsoever. Because, well, in the places where you're having tuition fee, you're still having just 0.5% that you're paying. But in the other places where you are having no tuition fee whatsoever, it will still be going towards 20%. And I'm going to now break down the further details. It says that university fees before 1st July, the tax you're paying on all of these foreign remittances, it was 0.5% if you're paying with education loan. And it was 5% if you're paying with other sources, that means with your family or yourself and so on. But living expenses is what blocked account comprises of. And that's why with blocked account, you're seeing this is going to now 20%. With the GIC account in Canada, it's going to 20%. Any other private transfers you want to do, no matter what is the amount of the transfer, as long as you want to do the transfer, it will be 20%. This is actually a pretty shameful thing if you think about how the government is trying to create this almost like an invisible fence, so nobody's able to see that you are being stopped from leaving the country, but because it's just a tax, it's just a 20% tax. Now this 20% tax is not going to be a big of a deal. This might not be big of a deal for people who are having a lot of money, but for most of the middle class people, it's going to be a very painful thing, because now think about it, you're having 10,000 euros anyways that you have to put in the blocked account, whatever, but now you have to put 2,000 euros extra on top. Now you will get this with the tax filing the next year, right? But you're still giving the government a completely free loan. You're giving them a loan for almost more than a year till the time you get the money back. So this is definitely not a nice development. You were having before 1st July, you see like a threshold of 7 lakh on all international transactions, but after 1st July, the threshold has been removed completely. And this is still going to be cheaper when you're paying the tuition fee for the universities only. Now, now don't tell me that now going to Canada, US and stuff is going to be better, because, well, it will not be, because you're still having to pay the tuition fee there. Just the tax is 5% there. In Germany, you don't really have this 5% tax and the tuition fee at all. So with the blocked account here, it's also mentioned that this is going to be affected. Also, one more question that many people were asking me was about if I should pay the money from 2 different accounts. So if you're paying the money from your parents' account and your account, and if it's going to be fine, well, it's going to be fine for now. It's going to be fine till 1st July. And that's why I wanted to make this video, that make sure that you're opening your blocked account as soon as possible and you're transferring the funds from India as soon as possible, because once 1st July hits, you'll be paying 20% extra, and that 20% extra you can only get the next year. For people who are coming in later, for them, there's no option whatsoever. But if you have an admission in this winter intake and you want to come to Germany now, then it makes sense to open the blocked account before 1st and transfer the funds. Both of these things are important. We have been working together with Expatrio since 2019. We have very good experience with them so far. So if you want to open your blocked account, you will find an affiliate link for that given in the description. What I personally think about this entire development, well, I feel like if you're trying to stop people from leaving the country, you should definitely take a look inside your own country and see why are people leaving in the first place. There are lack of opportunities. The only place where you can find some kind of security is government jobs. And for government jobs, you'll see people offering coaching, people taking exams for almost 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years, they're just sitting at home, they're locking themselves in the room, they're just having different kind of books and they're studying. You don't want that kind of life. Not everybody wants that kind of life. And for the people who want to leave, who want a better life for themselves, who want a better quality of life, at least for them, you shouldn't make it more difficult, because when these people leave abroad, they are living in different kind of countries abroad. They're going to be sending money to your own country. So I see no sense whatsoever in making this part difficult for the Indian students, because all of us grow up with different values. We grow up with the values of taking care of our family, taking care of our parents, sending money home, things like that. But when you are doing these kind of things, you're also making this kind of backward remittance to your own country a lot more difficult. That's what I think about it. But again, thank you so much, Nirmala Sitharaman, so that you're kind of bringing out such beautiful policies and which is helping out thousands of students. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Share this video with somebody who needs to see it.